The Mission Apartments, located at 14th and R Streets Northwest, represents an evolution of its past histories. From its days as a Studebaker automobile showroom and then a homeless shelter, the building is now home to a mixed use of rental residences and retail spaces.
You could sort of see that it was a very handsome building that had great street presence. The bones were terrific, but it was just the building was way at the end of its useful life.
The site consists of 4 different historic structures. The showroom, built in 1923, along with 3 row houses built in the late 19th century.
The building was designed by Frederick Pyle, who's a very notable Washington architect. The building was constructed to be an automobile dealership. It was for Studebaker, and 14th Street, as we all know today, was actually Automobile Row. It was the early part of the 20th century. It was the place to go to buy a new car.
In 1982, Central Union Mission, D.C.'s oldest private social services agency, moved its operations into the building, where it resided for 31 years. In 2013, Alturas Real Estate Interests helped execute a land swap, finding Central Union Mission a home near Union Station. As the design process took shape, measures were taken to preserve the original facades of the buildings, while constructing a new 7-story addition behind the row houses.
In order to maximize the development potential for our client, we wanted to put this addition on, but we didn't want it to interfere with historic structures. So we put it in a position where it could be set back adequately, so it would be kind of a background instead of overwhelming the historic fabric.
The retail bays were reconstructed using historic photographs and elements of the Studebaker showroom, including tile floors, grand columns, ornamental capitals, and large crown molding. In addition, decorative wall panel reliefs were restored.
You have a car showroom that's now retail on a street, 14th Street now, activated in a way it had been back in the early part of the 20th century. And the upstairs offices can be where people can live.
You take these 4 buildings and the floors in the individual buildings do not line up.
To accommodate the changes in floor elevation, Eric Colbert and Associates designed a 3-tier system with sections of each apartment descending toward the front facades of the row houses. The original rear brick wall became the entryway into the apartment units.
I think it gives us a little bit of rebirth. So it creates energy for this block, and I think it kind of brings life and breathes life into this part of 14th Street.
As the facades harken back to the building's days in the 1920s, the name The Mission, as well as the bright neon sign stating "Come unto me," reminds observers of the building's time as a place of shelter and kindness.
Part of the benefit and the glory of the historic district is that you do see these different periods that evolved over a long period of time.